Hi, welcome to one of a series of short Reader's Guide films from Plainfield Public Library's Reference Department. We hope you'll enjoy this reading guide for a subgenre of books. The following books are just a sample of what the library offers. You'll find a link to a printable PDF version of this guide in the description of this video. All the titles are available for free with your library card in a variety of formats. Please see the individual title listings for details. If any of the books interest you and you want to find out more, or if you have any other inquiries, you can speak with the librarian on 908-757-1111 extension 112 or email ref@plfdpl.info. If you want more time to read about a book on screen now as you watch, just hit pause. Now, please enjoy our Reader's Guide. We hope you find it useful. Steampunk fiction. Steampunk is a retro-futuristic subgenre of science fiction or science fantasy that incorporates technology and aesthetic designs inspired by 19th century industrial steam-powered machinery. Let's start with The Horns of Ruin by Tim Akers. This is a tale of a young woman's battle to preserve her beliefs in a steampunk world where technology has become the new supplier of miracles. Beauty and the Clockwork Beast by Nancy Campbell Allen. When Lucy Pickett arrives at Blackwell Manor to tend to her ailing cousin Kate, she finds more than she bargained for. A restless ghost roams the hallways, shape-shifting creatures have been reported in the area, and vampires lurk across the Scottish border. This is book number 1 of the Proper Romance series. Stone Mad by Elizabeth Baer. Karen and Priya are out for a night on the town when Karen's irrepressible curiosity gets them entangled with a pair of spiritualists, a stage illusionist, and a riled-up Tommyknocker kidnapped from its mine. This is the latest Karen Memory adventure. Six Gun Tarot by R.S. Belcher. A haven for the blessed and the damned, Golgotha has known many strange events, but nothing like the primordial darkness stirring in the abandoned silver mine overlooking the town. This is book number 1 of the Golgotha series. Queen Victoria's Book of Spells by Ellen Datlow. This anthology includes multiple stories set in the 19th century. These stories range from steampunk fiction to gaslamp fantasy. They include steampunk technology or magic, depending on the individual story. The Aeronaut's Windlass by Jim Butcher. An airship's crew become humanity's lone defenders when an ancient enemy reawakens and threatens the world with monstrous creatures and perpetual darkness. This is book number 1 of the Cinder Spires series. Prudence by Gail Carriger. After christening her recently bequeathed dirigible, Prudence Alessandra Macon Akeldema finds herself in the middle of a plot involving local dissidents, a kidnapped brigadier's wife, and familiar werewolves. This is book number 1 of the Custard Protocol series. The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. Irene is a professional spy for the mysterious Library, a shadowy organisation that collects important works of fiction from all of the different realities. Most recently, she has been sent to an alternative London. This is book number 1 of the Invisible Library series. Bone Shaker by Cherie Priest. The incredible bone-shaking drill engine went awry, unearthing a subterranean vein of blight gas. Anyone who breathes its fumes turns into the living dead. This is the first book of the Clockwork Century series. The Bedlam Stacks by Natasha Pulley. Pulley's beautifully descriptive language sets the stage for a mysterious and dangerous journey reminiscent of the grand scientific expeditions of the 19th century. Nisi Scholl, Everfair. This is an alternate history novel that explores the question of what might have become of Belgium's colonisation of the Congo, where the resident populations have access to steam technology. The Clockwork Dynasty by Daniel H. Wilson. The Clockwork Dynasty weaves a riveting path through history and a race of human-like machines that have been hiding among us for untold centuries. A Country of Ghosts by Margaret Killjoy. Dimos Horaki is a Borolian journalist. His adventures take him from villages and homesteads to the great refugee city of Chronople, built of glass, steel and stone, all while a war rages around him. The Mammoth Book of Steampunk Adventures by Sean Wallace. This title features 25 pieces that use the aesthetic elements of clockwork, steam and magic to tell a diverse range of human stories. Clockwork Fairy Tales by Stephen L. Antjak. Fairy tales turn steam-powered in this collection of short stories by some of today's best science fiction and fantasy authors. Steampunk, edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer. This riveting anthology lovingly collects classic steampunk stories, pop culture-fueled discussions of steampunk, and essential recommended reading lists for the discerning or new steampunk fan. Steamed by Katie McAllister. A brother and sister are transported to a strange time and meet Octavia Pye, an airship captain with a lot of mysterious secrets. This is a steampunk romance story. Reticence by Gail Carriger. The airship Spotted Custard is embroiled in an adventure involving accidental spies, a trip to Japan, and a smart and beautiful doctor. This is the latest, number 4, in the Custard Protocol series. The Watchmaker of Filigree Street by Natasha Pulley. In 1884, Keita Mori, a Japanese artisan who knows the future, uses this power to help his friend Theniel Steepleton, until Oxford physicist Grace Carrow, who is fond of Theniel, unwittingly interferes. Cold Copper by Devon Monk. Bounty hunter and lycanthrope Cedar Hunt vowed to track down all 7 pieces of the Holder, a strange device capable of deadly destruction. This is the latest book, number 3, of the Age of Steam series. Nemo Rising by C. Courtney Joyner. President Ulysses S. Grant is forced to enlist the help of the notorious Captain Nemo when sea monsters start sinking ships along the Atlantic coast of America. The Rebels of Gold by Elise Kova. Unlikely leaders vie for the opportunity to shape a new world order from the perfect clockwork designs of one temperamental engineer. This is the latest book, number 3, in the Loom saga. The Clockwork Witch by Michelle D. Saunier. Arabella is a witch who discovers a gift for technomancy. Not only are the mysteries of the mechanical world open to her, but her newfound ability allows her to manipulate them.